إيه هي أسرع طريقة أو خطة للتحدث
What's
بالإنجليزية؟
the quickest way
Plan,
to
the
plan?
quickest plan or way to speak.
طريقة is it? It's طريقة.
And also, you refer to time. It takes time to find someone to talk to, because this what happened to me.
You just say what happened, yeah, without pronouncing the T. So we'll convert you one day.
This is your fiction on my accent. So if it's not a pure American accent, this guy is the reason. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa
Are
barakatuh.
you
How you
Mr.
doing?
Muhammad Thaqib?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, thank you for coming today.
No problem. It's a
Alhamdulillah.
pleasure.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so yeah, let's start normally. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, well, you've introduced me. You said my name, Mohammed Saqib.
Yeah.
I'm from the UK. I live here. I was born in Pakistan.
Yeah.
What else do you want to know?
Okay, why Arabic name and English man and these things? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, as I said, I was born in Pakistan. So it's a Muslim name. It derives from Arabic, but it's, as you know, Pakistan's a Muslim country.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
father came here a long, long time ago. And eventually the rest of the family came as well. I've been here about 40 years, maybe 44 years.
So yeah, I was going to talk about how we met. Let me tell the story from my side first, and then yeah, you will take it from there. After the pandemic.
During the pandemic.
Oh
during
yeah,
the
during the
pandemic.
pandemic. Yeah, during the pandemic. I mean, after it started, I lost my job. Then I didn't have anything to do because I was in Emirates. So I thought it would be a good idea if I just try to meet someone to learn English and teach him Arabic and so on. SubhanAllah, I sent to many people, and no one agreed except for you.
It was destiny.
Subhanallah, yeah. And subhanallah, I still remember the invitation I sent. I said I can teach you Arabic and you teach me English, and then you asked a question. Do you remember this question?
Of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was learning Arabic, and you get hundreds of messages. So there's many people that will message you saying, "Hi, do you want to exchange?" And I was talking to a brother from Jordan. He lives in Germany. So I didn't really need anybody to practice Arabic with.
So
And
I
you
think
get
it's the first
hundreds of,
time to tell me this. I didn't
maybe.
know you. Yeah.
Yeah, I still do. And I went to Jordan a couple of times.
Yeah. I know.
Although he lives in Germany. But that's a different story.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you receive hundreds of messages asking, "Hey, do you want to practice?" And you just can't answer every single one. I feel bad, but you can't answer every single one. It's just very difficult. Your one, I don't know why. As I said, maybe destiny.
Subhanallah. Yeah.
I saw your message and I said, you know, there's a pandemic. I'm not doing anything with my time, so maybe this is an opportunity to improve my Quran.
Yeah.
Because I was learning Arabic already, and I really wanted to improve my Quran. I thought I was great at reading the Quran, but I thought
You are.
maybe no. I soon learned that I had a lot to learn. So yeah, I asked you. I'm not interested in Arabic, but if you teach me Quran, I'll be happy to practice English. And I think I said I'm not a teacher as well. I think I said something like that.
What I remember is you said, "Can you teach me Quran?" So this was strange, by the way, because subhanallah, I the application we met on was only for, you know, teaching languages, not Quran.
Yeah.
But it was a good opportunity because, subhanAllah, you came to you came to my area. Yeah.
It was destiny. I say it was destiny.
Subhanallah.
It was meant to happen.
Subhanallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So you referred to something that I think I asked you this question before, maybe, because mostly, you know, here, and this is why I asked the question. Here in Egypt and in Arab countries in general, people cannot find anyone to practice with. The thing is, from your perspective, yeah, you can practice any language because, you know, the Japanese, they want to learn English. The Chinese, they want to learn English. Arab also want to learn English. So everyone wants you.
Absolutely.
But you, on the other side, subhanallah, I know that you have anyone who speaks English must have many invitations to practice, and even if he is not interested at all. So yeah, so why this was my question. Why did you agree? And how it's also good to say this. How to engage someone to practice with. If you are Arab, if you are not an English speaker.
It's a very difficult question.
Let's answer
as you said,
Yeah.
as you said, that there's many people wanting to learn English. So English speakers have a choice. You know,
Yeah.
if they don't like one person, they can move on to the next person.
Yeah.
You know, there's countless opportunities.
If they
And
don't
it's not
like one language, they can learn another one.
no, even in the same
Endless, yeah.
language, even in the same language, you know, if they don't like one person, they can just leave that, block that person, move to the next person. It's not nice, it's not fair, but life is not fair. You know, this is life.
That's right. MashaAllah.
And that's kind of how that app works. That's how any app works. You know, if you have a choice because you speak English, everybody wants to talk to you. And I want to say this: native speakers are nothing special. You know, I see them online and they act like they're nothing special. They speak one language, right? Some of these people that want to practice, they speak 2, 3. You know, especially North Africa. You know, they'll speak Arabic. They'll speak Amazigh. They'll speak French, German, English.
That's right.
So my advice to one thing I want to say to everyone learning, just remember that the people that are acting arrogant, they speak one language, and that was by accident as well. They were born there. Whereas you guys, you struggle, you make effort, and you speak 1, 2, 3, 4 languages with effort, with intellect. So never let anybody say anything. But going back to your question, how can you do it? It takes persistence. It takes time. Purely because there's so few native speakers of English compared to people wanting to learn English. You know, it's just market forces. You know, supply and demand. The supply of teachers is few, and the demand is great. So there's no real advice that you can give. What I would say is the important thing is to practice, even if that's practicing on your own. So talking to yourself.
This is a good one.
We'll cover this later on, but in the absence of having someone to speak to, most people don't do anything. And then there's many things you can do. You know, you can practice your listening, your reading, your writing. Record yourself and listen to yourself. And you know, always approach people, but approach people in a gentle way. Don't be aggressive. What people tend to find on these apps, I mean, the one we used to use is no good anymore. They've changed it a lot. But what people tend to do is the ones that attract people are the ones that are helpful. So if they post questions and you reply to them, or you post your own things with helpful information, people will be attracted to you. They'll see that you're serious and you're not just there to take advantage. So that'd be my advice. Practice on your own and add value. Post things,
MashaAllah.
give
Yeah,
information.
I agree. You know what? Also, yeah, you referred to
You're
a
asking me these things like I'm an expert. I'm only giving you my personal view.
in some perspectives, yeah, I see you are, and we'll come to it, inshallah. But you referred to a very important point. Try to add value. I send to many people, not only in this application, in other applications, and also in like sometimes some people are interested in learning Arabic for Islamic reasons, but they cannot give you English. And alhamdulillah, for me, maybe this is
sorry to interrupt you there. I just noticed that the British accent is creeping in after all these years. So you just say, "What happened?" Without pronouncing the T. So alhamdulillah, we'll convert you one day.
This is your fiction on my accent. So if it's not a pure American accent, this guy is the reason. You ask him. Okay, so for me,
the British accent is better anyway.
Yeah, we'll get to it, inshallah, because you try to convince me, and this was a great opportunity for me. But subhanallah, I had been already going with American accent, so it was a bit different. SubhanAllah, I said many times that when I started learning English, I started learning the British accent. And
there's an important point. Sorry to interrupt. There's an important point I wanted to make on that as well, before I forget, because I forget quite often. Many people ask this question: which accent should I learn? And they're thinking in terms of dialects, where, for example, Moroccan dialect is different to Egyptian dialect, and they're not understandable to each other, or is very difficult to understand. With the English, any of the standard Englishes, so I would say American, British, Irish, New Zealand, Australian, South African, any of these accents is fine. I mean, you say you learn American, you understand what I'm saying, I understand what you're saying, no problem. It's the same language. There's maybe small differences here and there. The biggest difference is pronunciation.
That's right.
I just wanted to make that point before you carry
on. That's good. That's good. Inshallah, we'll try to cover all of these because they are very important, and I have also many important questions here from the followers and people who are interested. I mean,